Who is the Prime Minister of Pakistan? In January 2023, Mian Shahbaz Sharif is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Who is the Minister of Climate Change? January 2023. Minister of Climate Change is Sherry Rehman. Who is the Minister for Commerce in January 2023? Minister for Commerce is Syed Naveed Kumar. Who is the Minister for Communications in January 2023? Minister for Communications is Syed Asad Mahmood. Who is the Minister for Defense in January 2023? Minister for Defense is Kaba Asif. Who is the Minister for Defense Production in January 2023? Minister for Defense Production is Mohammad Israr Tareen. Who is the Minister for Economic Affairs and Political Affairs in January 2023? Minister for Economic and Political Affairs is Sardar Ayaz Siddique. Who is the Minister for Federal Education and Professional Training in January 2023? Minister for Federal Education and Professional Training is Rana Tanveer Hussain. Who is the Minister for Finance and Revenue in January 2023? Minister for Finance and Revenue is Ishaq Dar. Who is the Minister for Foreign Affairs in January 2023? Minister for Foreign Affairs is Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. Who is the Minister of Housing and Works in January 2023? Minister for Housing and Works is Abdul Wase. Who is the Minister for Human Rights in January 2023? Minister for Human Rights is Mian Riaz Hussain Pirzada. Who is the Minister of Industries and Production in January 2023? Minister of Industries and Production is Said Murtaza Mahmood. Who is the Minister of Information and Broadcasting in January 2023? Minister for Information and Broadcasting is Maryam Aurangzeb. Who is the Minister for Information Technology and Telecommunications in January 2023? Minister for Information Technology and Telecommunications is Syed Amin Ul Haq. Who is the Minister for Interprovincial Coordination in January 2023? Minister for Interprovincial Coordination is Azanur Rehman Mazari. Who is the Minister for Interior in January 2023? Minister for Interior is Rana Sanalla. Who is the Minister for Law and Justice? Minister for Law and Justice is Azam Nazir Tarar. Who is the Minister for Maritime Affairs? In January 2023, Minister for Maritime Affairs is Syed Faisal Ali Sabzwar. Who is the Minister for Narcotic Control? In January 2023, Minister for Narcotic Control is Nawab Zada Hossain Bugti. Who is the Minister for Food Security and Research in January 2023? Minister for Food Security and Research is Kahudri Tariq Bashir Chima. Who is the Minister for National Health Services Regulations and Coordinations? In January 2023, Minister for National Health Services Regulations and Coordination is Abdul Qadir Patel. Who is the Minister for Overseas Pakistanis and HRD in January 2023? Minister for Overseas Pakistanis and HRD is Sajid Hussain Turi. Who is the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs in January 2023? Minister for Parliamentary Affairs is Murtaza Javed Abbasi. Who is the Minister of Planning, Development and Special Initiatives in January 2023? Minister of Planning, Development and Special Initiatives is Ahsan Iqbal. Who is the Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety in January 2023? Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety is Shazia Mari. Who is the Minister for Power in January 2023? Minister for Power is Karam Dastur Khan. Who is the Minister for Privatization in January 2023? Minister for Privatization is Abid Hussain Bio. Who is the Minister for Railway and Aviation? In January 2023, Minister for Railway and Aviation is Kawaya Saad Rafiq. Who is the Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony? In January 2023, Minister of Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony is Mufti Abdul Shakur. Who is the Minister of Science and Technology in January 2023? Minister for Science and Technology is Aga Hussain Balak. Who is the Minister for States and Frontier Regions in January 2023? Minister for States and Frontier Regions is Mohammed Talha Mahmood. Who is the Ministers for Water Resources in January 2023? Ministers for Water Resources is Said Khurshid Ahmed. Who is the Minister of State for Defense Production in January 2023? Minister for State for Defense Production is Asadullah Raki. Who is Minister of State for Finance and Revenue in January 2023? Minister of State for Finance and Revenue is Dr. Aisha Ghaus Pasha. Who is the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs in January 2023? Minister of State for Foreign Affairs is Hina Rabbani Kar. Who is the Minister of State for Interior in January 2023? Minister of State for Interior is Abdul Rahman Kanju. Who is the Minister of State for Law and Justice in January 2023? Minister of State for Law and Justice is Shahada Who is the Minister of State for Petroleum in January 2023? Minister of State for Petroleum is Musaddiq Masood Malik. Who is the Minister of State for the Power in January 2023? Minister of State for Power is Muhammad Hashim. Who is the Speaker of National Assembly in January 2023? Speaker of National Assembly is Raja Pervez Ashraf. Who is Deputy Speaker of National Assembly in January 2023? Deputy Speaker of National Assembly is Zahid Akram Durrani. Who is the Chairman of Senate in January 2023? Chairman of Senate is Sadiq Sanirani. Who is the Deputy Chairman of Senate in January 2023? Deputy Chairman Senate is Mirza Mahmood Afridi.